ሰላም ተማሪዎች እንዴት ናችሁ? እሸቱ ነኝ የ11ኛ ክፍል የሂሳብ መምህር ከሉሲ ብሪጅ አካዳሚ። ዛሬ ከዩኒት 1 የመጀመሪያውን ዩኒት ሪሌሽን ኤንድ ፋንክሽን ላይ ሪሌሽን ኤንድ ዲፋይን አደርጋለን። we will see about relation okay። ከዛ በፊት ግን ልክ እንደ ሁል ጊዜው ዌብሳይታችን lucybridgeacademy.com በመግባት አጫጭር ኖቶችን ታገኛላችሁ፣ የፈተና ባንኮችን ታገኛላችሁ፣ እንዲሁም ደግሞ ከ5 በላይ ቋንቋዎችን መረዳት የሚችል personalized AI assistance ፕላትፎርም ታገኛላችሁ። ስለዚህ ሰብስክራይብ ያደርጋችሁ ጆይን አድርጉ። እንዲሁም ደግሞ ለሌሎች ተማሪዎች እንድንዳረስ የዩቲዩብ ቻናላችን ሰብስክራይብ አድርጉ፣ የቴሌግራም ቻናላችንም ጆይን አድርጉ። what is relation? What is relation? There are different kinds of relation, okay? There are different kinds of relations. There is a relation between families. There is a relation between friends. A relation between different things. A relation between town and the city. There are different kinds of our world is full of with relation, okay? ሁሉም ነገራችን ከሪሌሽን ጋር የተጣመረ ነው ማለት ነው። ማንንም ሰው ከሰዎች ጋር የሚኖረው ሪሌሽን ይኖራል፣ ከቁሶች ጋር የሚኖረው ሪሌሽን ይኖራል፣ ከጓደኞቻችን ጋር፣ ከቤተሰቦቻችን ጋር፣ ከትምህርት ቤት መምህራኖቻችን ጋር፣ በእምነት ቦታ ከምናገኛቸው ሰዎች ጋር፣ ከምንሰራው ስራዎች ጋር ተለያየ ቦታ ሪሌሽን ይኖረናል ማለት ነው። ሶ ኢን ማትማቲክስ ሪሌሽን ማለት ግን it is a set of ordered pairs, okay? It is a set whose element is ordered pairs, okay? And the ordered pairs are x and y, where x is from the first set A and y is from the second set B. We will see, okay? A relation describes the way how things are related, okay? Usually the phrase like y is a mother of x, right? Y is a father of x, y is a mother of x, y is less than x, and so on. So we can express a relation in different ways, all right? Now, a relation is a set whose elements are ordered pairs. That is the definition, okay? The definition of a relation. A relation is a set of ordered pairs. It is a set whose elements are ordered pairs. Ordered pairs, look, a relation are ordered pairs x comma y, okay? X comma y. X comma y. Order pairs. X comma y. X comma y. This is the element, okay? A relation may be written as a form of A1 5 -3 2. This can be a relation. These are elements. There are how many elements? 3 elements. 1, 2, and 3. There are 3 elements. A1 is one element. 5 minus 3 is another element. 2 is again another element. So, for example, here A comma 1 is an element of R. We can write like this. ከኤሌመንቶቹ አንዱ A comma 1 is R. Simply, a relation is a set of ordered pairs. A relation is a set of ordered pairs. X comma y, right? We know that x is first coordinate እንለዋለን። First coordinate or x value እንለዋለን። X value or first element, okay? First element እንለዋለን። first coordinate, first component ይባላል። first component, okay? x ማለታችን የመጀመሪያውን ኤሌመንት ከኦርደር ፔሩ የመጀመሪያው ኤሌመንት x first component, first coordinate, x value, first element አብሲሳ ይባላል። ኦኬ አብሲሳ እንለዋለን። y ደግሞ ኦርዲኔት እንለዋለን። ኦርዲኔት second coordinate, second element, second component እንለዋለን ማለት second element, second component, second coordinate። ኦርዲኔት እነኚህ የኤክስ እና የዋይ ስማቸው ነው ማለት ነው። በፈለግነው ልንጠራው እንችላለን። the first element of the order pair ካልኩኝ x ማለት ነው። the first component of the order pair ካልኩኝ x ማለት ነው። first ብዬ ከተናገርኩ x value ማለት ነው። y value ደግሞ second component, second coordinate or ordinate እንለዋለን ማለት ነው። the Cartesian product of a set A to B is denoted by A cross B is a subset of a relation. Okay, look now a relation R are such that from A to B እንላለን። in this case A is a set, okay? A is a set containing AB and B is also a set containing 1 2. So in this case a relation R from A to B ስንል A ላይ AB ይኖረናል፣ B ላይ 1 2 ይኖረናል። it is a relation R from A to B. So now R is equal to a relation from A to B. A ከአንድ ጋር A1 A2 and then B1 B2. This is our relation R from A to B. So there are 4 elements in this relation from A to B. Now in this case a relation from A to B can be written as R which is equal to x comma y such that x is an element of A and y is an element of what? An element of B ብለን በዚህ መንገድም ዲፋይን እናደርገዋለን። x y is an element of R such that x y is an element of R. Okay, እዚህ ጋር xy is an element of R and xy an element of R and x is an element of A and y is an element of B. We can define just like this a relation, right? From A to B ይሄ ቬን ዲያግራምን አፕላይ ስናደርግ ነው እነኚህ ሴቶቹ A እና B ጊቭን ይሆናሉ ማለት ነው። So again a relation R from A to B ስንል አሁንም from A to B ስንል this is A cross B ማለት ነው። Rአችን the cross product of the two sets A and B. So R is the subset of the cross product of A and B እንላለን ማለት ነው። R is the cross product of the subset of the two sets. Good. Now let me see example here. Example, let A 1 2 3 B A B C. Then the relation R from A to B A cross B. The cross product of the two sets is 1 with A, 1 with B, 1 with A, 1 with B, 1 with C. Again 2 with A, 2 with B, 2 with C. 3 with A, 3 with B and 3 with C አድርገን እነኚህን ኦርደር ፔሮች እናገኛለን ማለት ነው። These are the elements of the order pairs. A 3 ኤሌመንቶች አሉት፣ B ደግሞ 3 ኤሌመንቶች አሉት፣ 6 ኤሌመንቶች ሶሪ A 3 ኤሌመንቶች B 3 ኤሌመንቶች 3 ሲባዛ 3 9 ኤሌመንቶች ይኖሩታል። ክሮስ ፕሮዳክታቸው A ክሮስ B 1 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 ኤሌመንቶች ይኖሩታል። ከነዚህ ውስጥ ለምሳሌ ሰብሴት መውሰድ እንችላለን። ሪሌሽን R can be 1A 1A እና 2B ብለን እነኚህን ብቻ መውሰድ እንችላለን ማለት ነው። ኦኬ እንዘን እንደዚህ ያደረግን ማለት ሪሌሽናችንን በቬን ዲያግራም ስናስቀምጠው A ላይ 1 2 3 ያለ B ደግሞ A B C A B እና C ይኖራል። this is our relation R from A to B. now አንድ ወደ ማን ማፕ አድርጓል? ወደ A ማፕ አድርጓል። እንደገና ሁለት ወደ ማን ማፕ አድርጓል? ወደ B ማፕ አድርጓል። so ይሄና ይሄ ሁለቱ አይደንቲካል ናቸው ማለት ነው። ሪሌሽን R from A to B እንላለን። domain and range of relation. All the set of all x values is called domain of a given relation, or the set of all first coordinates are domain of the relation, and the set of all second elements of the order pair of a relation is called range. Okay, all first elements of the order pair of the given relation is called domain, and the second coordinates, the set of second coordinates of the order pair of the given relation is range. So a set of order pairs xy is called a relation from A to B where x is an element of A and y is an element of B. Yes, that means look, relation R which is equal to xy as we have defined before. Xy is an element of relation such that x is an element of A and y is an element of what? An element of B, okay? It's a relation. The set of order pairs xy is called a relation from A to B, where x is an element of A and y is an element of B. The set of x values in the order pairs is called domain of the relation. The set of all y values in the order pairs is called the range of the relation, okay? Or simply we can define domain of R, domain of the relation is equal to x, an element of A, or simply x such that x comma y is an element of what? R. If x comma y is an element of R, so the first coordinate or the first element is the domain, whereas the second element y is range, right? Range of R, which is equal to y, such that xy is an element of what? An element of R. Okay, here is a definition. A domain x such that xy is an element of R for some y, and xy an element of R for some x. Example, let A is equal to 1 to 3 and B is equal to A, B, C. Then the relation R from A to B is the cross product of the two sets. Okay, not only this one, but the subset of the cross product of two sets is it can be a relation, all right? Then the relation from A to B is given, 1 with A, 1 with B, 1C to A to B to C, 3A, 3B, and 3C. The first component of the order pairs is called domain of the relation. What are the first components? Yes, 1, 2, and 3, or simply A is the domain, a given domain, and range is the second component, A, B, C. A, B, C are the range of the given relation. Good. Now, we have another relation, okay? R, which is equal to xy, such that 2x minus 3y greater than 6, then which of the following order pairs belongs to the relation R? አሁን ይሄ ምን አይነት relation ነው? Our relation R, which is equal to xy, such that 2x minus 3y greater than 6. የኤክስን በሁለት አባዝተን ዋይን ደግሞ በሶስት አባዝተን ከ2 ኤክስ ላይ 3 ዋይን ስንቀንስ ወይም ደግሞ ኤክስን 3 ዋይን በሶስት አባዝተን ከማን ላይ ከኤክስን በሁለት አባዝተን ስንቀንስ ከ6 የሚበልጡ ቁጥሮች መሆን አለባቸው ማለት ነው። ኦኬ አሁን ለምሳሌ የኤን ስንወስድ ኤ ምን ይሆናል ማለት ነው? ኤ ላይ ስንወስድ ሪሌሽናችን ምን ይሆናል? r is equal to በኤክስ ዋይ ቦታ ማን እናስቀምጣለን? 3 ኮማ ማይነስ 2 እናስቀምጣለን። such that 2 times x, what is x? 3 ነው። 2 times the value of x is 3 and the value of y is minus 2 minus 3 times what is y? y is minus 2, okay? Less than 6, sorry, greater than 6. Okay, greater than 6 እናደርጋለን። ይሄ ማለት which is equal to 3 comma minus 2 such that 2 times 3 6 minus 3 minus 2 is plus 6, which is greater than 6. So 3 minus 2 such that 6 plus 6 is 12. 12 is greater than 6, which is true. Yes, 12 is greater than 6, which is true. Therefore this element 3 minus 2 belongs to R. Therefore 3 minus 2 is an element of the given relation R, okay? Or it belongs to R. ለምን ሳቲስፋይ አድርጓል? የኤክስ ቫልዩ 3 ሆኖ የዋይ ቫልዩ ኔጌቲቭ 2 ሲሆን ይሄን ሪሌሽን ምን አድርጎታል? ሳቲስፋይ አድርጎታል ማለት ነው። ኦኬ ሶ this relation is satisfied by A. What about B? ቢም እንደዛው ኦኬ R which is equal to በኤክስ ቦታ 4 እና ኔጌቲቭ 1 ስንወስድ ምን ይሆናል? such that 2 times x ማለት 4 ነው። yes, this is B. 2 times 4 minus 3 times y is minus 1. okay, y is minus 1 greater than 6 ይላል። 2 times 4 is 8 plus minus 3 times minus 1 is 3, which is greater than 6. 11 is greater than 6, which is true. This means 4 minus 1 is an element of R again. It belongs to the given relation B. What about C? C minus 1 comma 3. This is our relation R, such that 2 times x, which is x is minus 1, minus 3 times y. Y is 3. Which means 2 times minus 1 is minus 2. Minus 3 times 3 is minus 6. This is greater than 6. Yes, greater than 6. Minus 2 minus 6 minus 8 is greater than 6, which is false. Okay. So this means this point or this element minus 1, 3 is not an element of R, right? የሪሌሽናችን ኤሌመንት አይደለም ማለት ነው። Okay, it's not an element of the given relation. Likewise, D, this is also not an element of R. Okay, this is not an element of R, not element of R, but this is an element of R, right? These two are elements. The 2 points A and B are elements of the given relation, whereas C and D are not elements of the given relation. Okay, if the relation R is given by R, which is equal to xy, y is equal to x squared plus 1, which is a quadratic function, where x is an element of minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, then list all elements of R and corresponding range. Okay, list all elements of R and corresponding range. Almost domaination given now. The domain is, this one is our domain. We are asked to find order pairs of the relation R and range. Order pairs ስንፈልግ R, which is equal to xy such that y is equal to x squared plus 1. Okay, እና በኤክስ ቦታ ኔጌቲቭ 2 ኔጌቲቭ 1 0 1 2 3 ኤክስ ቫልዩ ስለተሰጠን ማለት ነው። ኦኬ ሶ መጀመሪያ ላይ ለምሳሌ ማንን ወስዳለው? y is equal to x square plus 1 በሚለው ቦታ በኤክስ ቦታ ኔጋቲቭ 2 ወስዳለው። y is equal to negative 2 the whole square plus 1 ልና y is equal to ስንት አገኛለሁ? minus 2 square 4 plus 1 5. Okay, 5. y is equal to 5. That means relation ላይ የx value ስንተካ ኔጋቲቭ 2 ስንተካ የy value 5 መጣል። so minus 2 5 is an element of the given relation ይላል። minus 2 5 is the element of the given relation. Next, let me substitute negative 1 in terms of x. That means y is equal to x square plus 1 በሚለው ቦታ በx ቦታ ማን ተካለው? ደግሞ ኔጋቲቭ 1 ተካለው። ኔጋቲቭ 1 ስኩዌር ይሆናል ሲደመር 1 ኔጋቲቭ 1 ስኩዌር ሲሆን 1 ነው። 1 ሲደመር 1 2 የy ቫልዩ 2 ይሆናል። የx ቫልዩ ስንት ሲሆን? ኔጋቲቭ 1 ሲሆን የx ቫልዩ ኔጋቲቭ 1 ሲሆን የy ቫልዩ ደግሞ 2 ይሆናል ማለት ነው። በተመሳሳይ መንገድ የx ቫልዩ 0 ሲሆን የy ቫልዩ 0 ስኩዌር 0 0 ፕላስ 1 1 ይሆናል ማለት ነው። again የx ቫልዩ 1 ሲሆን የy ቫልዩ 1 ስኩዌር ፕላስ 1 2 ይሆናል። again የx ቫልዩ 2 ሲሆን የy value to square is 4 plus 1 5. Again, when the value of x is 3, the corresponding value of y is 3 square plus 1, which is 10. This is the order pair, the elements of the relation R. These are the order pairs. There are how many elements? 1 2 3 4 5 6 elements. Okay, now what is the range? Range of R, which is equal to the set of all second components of order pairs, which is 5 2 1 2 5 10 is, which means 1 2 5 1 2 1 2 5 and 10. This is a range. Okay, የኔጋቲቭ 2 ኮረስፖንዲንግ ቫልዩ 5 ነው። የኔጋቲቭ 1 ኮረስፖንዲንግ ቫልዩ 2 ነው። የ0 ኮረስፖንዲንግ ቫልዩ 1 ነው። የ1 ኮረስፖንዲንግ ቫልዩ 2 ነው። የ2 ኮረስፖንዲንግ ቫልዩ 5 ነው። የ3 ኮረስፖንዲንግ ቫልዩ ደግሞ 10 ነው። This is the range. Okay, so try to list out the elements of the given ሪሌሽን። ኦኬ እንደዚህ በስቴት ቢልደር ሜተድ ሲሰጠን ወደ ኦርደር ፔርስ ሴት ኦፍ ኦርደር ፔርስ እንቀይረውና ዶሜኑና ሬንጁን በቀላሉ አይደንቲፋይ እናደርጋለን ማለት ነው። ኦኬ ኢፍ a is equal to -2 -1 0 1 2 and r is a relation from a to a defined by r which is equal to x y such that x minus y is an element of a where x is an element of a and y an element of a, then which of the following is not true? First, what do you mean by a relation r from a to a? Okay, a relation r. A relation R from A to A or A cross A. What do you mean by A cross A? A cross A, -2 with -2, okay? Okay, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2. This is A cross A. -2, -1, 0, 1, 2. Now A cross A means -2, -2, -2, -2. -2, -1, -2, -1, -2, 0, -2, 0, -2, 2, -2, 2, and -1 with -2, -1 with -1, -1 with 0, -1 with 0, again -1 with 1, -1 with 1, and again -1 with 2, -1 with 2, 0 with 0, 0 with -2, 0 with 1, and 0 with 0 is okay, 0 with -2, 0 with -1, 0 with 0, and 0 with 1, and 0 with 2. Again, was 1 with -1, 1 with -1 with -2 no here, and 1 with -1, 1 with 0, again 1 with 1, 1 with 2. Finally 2 with -2, 2 with -2, 2 with -1, and 2 with 0, and 2 with 1, and 2 with 2. This is across A, but here R which is equal to relation x y, x minus y is an element of A. ከኤክስ ላይ ዋይን ስንቀንስ ኤ መሆን አለበት ነው የሚለው። ለምሳሌ መጀመሪያው -1 -2 -2 የሚለው -2 -2 -2 -2 means -2 plus 2 which is 0. okay, so -2 -2 ሪዛልቱ 0 ስለሚመጣ 0 ደግሞ የኤ ኤሌመንት ስለሆነ ይሄ ኤሌመንት በዚህ ሪሌሽን ውስጥ ነው ማለት ነው። ሁለተኛው -2 -1 ማለት ሉክ x -1 x -y ነው የሚለው። ለምሳሌ -2 -1 ስንወስድ -2 -1 ስንወስድ በኤክስ ቦታ -2 ተወስዱና -y ማለት ደግሞ 1 ይሆናል። ሶ -3 ይሆናል ማለት -3 ደግሞ ኤ ውስጥ የለም። ስለዚህ ይሄንን ኦርደር ፔር አንወስድም ማለት ነው። -2 0 -2 -0 -2 ደግሞ ኤሌመንታችን ውስጥ ነው። ሉክ -2 0 ስንወስድ ደግሞ x - y -2 -0 ማለት ነው which is -2 -2 እንደገና የማን ኤሌመንት ነው? የኤ ኤሌመንት ስለሆነ ይሄ ኦርደር ፔር በዚህ ሪሌሽን ውስጥ ነው which is -2 0 -2 2 -2 -2 -4 ይሄ ደግሞ ሪሌሽናችን አይሰጠንም። -1 -2 -1 plus 2 1 it gives -2 -2 -4 is not an element of A. -1 -2 means -1 plus 2 1 1 is an element of A, therefore -1 -2 is our element in the given relation. Again -1 plus 1 0, it is in the relation -1 -1 -1 0 -1 0 is also -1 0 is -1 -1 is an element of A, therefore -1 0 is an element of R. -1 -1 yes -1 -1 -1 1 again በዚህ መንገድ እዚህ ውስጥ ያሉትን ኤሌመንቶች እንወስዳለን ማለት ነው። አሁን ምንድነው የሚለው እዚህ ውስጥ ሶ ሪሌሽናችን በዚህ መንገድ እናስቀምጣለን። ከዛ በኋላ ምንድነው የሚለው where x is an element of A where x is an element of A and y is an element of A, then which of the following is not true ነው የሚለው። x is an element of A, then x is an element of R ይላል። yes, because x is an element of R ማለት -2 -2 -1 -1 0 0 1 1 2 2 an element of R ናቸው ይላል። yes ለምን ለምሳሌ እዚህ ጋር -2 ስትወስዱ -2 እዚህ ጋር ምን ውስጥ ነው? R ውስጥ ነው። ለምን -2 +2 ይመጣና 0 0 is an element of A, therefore -2 belongs to R. again -1 -1 ስንወስድ ደግሞ -1 ይሆንና -1 + 1 which is equal to 0 ይሆናል። የሚቀጥለው ደግሞ 0 0 ነው። 0 - 0 is 0 ይሆናል። again 0 is an element of A. yes, again the next one is 1 1 - 1 0, again 1 is 0 is an element of A ይሆናል 2 2. so A ላይ 2 2 2 - 2 0 0 is an element of A, therefore ይሄ ማለት -2 -2 -1 -1 0 0 1 1 እና 2 2 ማለት ነው። ኦኬ yeah, okay, again so this is true. B x an element of A and y is an element of A, then x, y is an element of A, right? x is an element of A and y is an element of A, then x, y is an element of R ነው የሚለው። not always true. okay, ለምሳሌ -2 -1 መውሰድ እንችላለን። -2 is an element of A and -1 is an element of A, but -2 - -1, yes, yes, R is x minus y ስለሆነ -1, yes, which is -2 okay, -2 - -1 -2 plus 1 which is -1, okay, therefore here -2 - 1 is in our A, -2 - 1 ለምሳሌ እዚህ ውስጥ የማይሆነው ማን ነው? for example you can take 2 - 2 -2 ስንወስድ okay, x minus y means 2 minus -2. yes, 2 minus -2 means 2 minus -2 means 2 plus 2 which is 4. 4 is not an element of what? A, therefore 2 is an element of A, -2 is an element of A, but 2 minus -2 is 4. 4 is not an element of A, therefore 2 - 2 is not an element of what? R. therefore for x and y an element of A, x y is not an element of R. not always true. okay, it's not an element of R, not always true. x y an element of R, then y x is an element. yes, x y ማለት x minus y ማለት ነው። x minus y ማለት ደግሞ okay, x minus y ማለት ደግሞ the negative of y minus x ማለት ነው። ስለዚህ እዚህ ጋር 2 ካለ -2 ካለ 2 አለ፣ -1 ካለ 1 አለ፣ 0 ካለ 0 አለ፣ ኦፖዚት አሉ። this is always true. this is true because ይሄ x y an element of R እና y x an element of R means x minus y ማለት minus of y minus x ማለት ነው። ስለዚህ አንዱ የሌላው ኔጌቲቭ ቫልዩ ነው። የኔጌቲቭ 2 ተቃራኒ 2 አለን፣ የኔጋቲቭ 1 ተቃራኒ 1 አለን፣ የ0 ተቃራኒ ደግሞ ራሱ ነው ማለት ነው። therefore this is true. second, if x, y an element of R, then y minus x is an element. the same is true. c እና d አንድ አይነት ናቸው ማለት ነው። true. thus the answer is B. okay, if A is equal to 0 1 2 3 4 5, B is equal to 0 1 2 3 4, R is a relation from A to B such that R x y such that y is equal to the square root of x minus 1, where x is an element of A and y is an element of B, then what is the range of R? We are asked to find range of R, right? First we try to put the order pairs R, x, y, right? x, y is equal to the square root of x minus 1. Look, y is equal to the square root of x minus 1 means y is equal to በx ቦታ ተሰጥቶናል 0 1 2 3 4 5 መውሰድ እንችላለን። so 0 ስንወስድ ለምሳሌ 0 minus 1 which is equal to the square root of minus 1 which is not defined in the set of real number. it is undefined in the set of real number. so የ0 ስናስገባ 0 R is a relation from A to B such that R is this one where X element of A and Y is element of B. Then what is the range of R? Y value minus root 1 ስለመጣልን undefined ነው። therefore 0 ከማንም ጋር በዚህ ሪሌሽን መሰረት ፔር አያደርግም ማለት ነው። ኔክስት በኤክስ ቦታ አንድ እናስገባለን። y is equal to the square root of 1 minus 1 which is equal to the square root of 0 which is equal to 0. so የኤክስ ቫልዩን ከኤ ላይ ማንን ከወሰድን አንድን ከወሰድን 0 ከዋይ ላይ ስላለ 0 1 0 is an element of this relation. again በኤክስ ቫልዩ ደግሞ ማንን እንወስዳለን ቀጥሎ ሁለትን that means the square root of 2 minus 1 which is equal to the square root of 1 which is equal to 1. so ሁለትን ስንወስድ ደግሞ የኤክስ ቫልዩ የዋይ ቫልዩ 1 ይሆናል therefore 2, 1 is an element of the given relation. again ሶስትን ስንወስድ ደግሞ the square root of 3 minus 1 which is equal to the square root of 2. the square root of 2 is not in B. this is not in B but this is an element of B, okay? and the 0 is an element of B. 1 0 2 1 is an element of B but this is not an element of B. therefore 3 has no a pair in B. 4, the square root of 4 minus 1 which is equal to the square root of 3 is not an element of what? An element of B. again 4 has no pair. what about 5? the square root of 5 minus 1 which is equal to the square root of 4 which is equal to 2. okay, square root of 2 thus 5 comma 2 is an element of the given relation. okay, so R is 1 0 2 1 5 2 are elements of ordered pair, elements of the given relation. so that in this case what is the domain? the domain of R. domain of R is equal to 1 2 and 5. what about range? range of R is equal to 0 1 2. the set of all second components 0 1 2 is the range of the given relation. okay, then what is the range of R ይላል። range 0 1 2 ያለበት ማን ነው ማለት ነው? C is the answer. 0 1 2 is the range. okay, next video we will define a function. ዛሬ እዚህ ላይ እንጨርሳለን። ሪሌሽን ኤሌመንትስ ኦፍ ሪሌሽንን አይተናል። ዘ ፋንክሽናል ቫልዩ ኦፍ ኤ ሪሌሽን ዘ ሪል ቫልዩ ኦፍ ኤ ሪሌሽንን አይተናል። ሶ ዛሬ እዚህ ጋር እንጨርሳለን። ግን ዌብሳይታችን lucybridgeacademy.com እየገባችሁ አጫጭር ኖቶችን ታገኛላችሁ። የፈተና ወይም ደግሞ የጥያቄ ባንኮችን ታገኛላችሁ። እንዲሁም ደግሞ ከ5 ቋንቋዎች በላይ መረዳት የሚችል ፐርሰናላይዝድ AI አሲስታንስ ፕላትፎርም ታገኛላችሁ። ጆይን እና ሰብስክራይብ ያደርጋችሁ ጆይን ማድረጋችሁን አትርሱ። እንዲሁም ደግሞ የተለያዩ ጥያቄዎች፣ ኮሜንቶች፣ አስተያየቶች ካሏችሁ በቴሌግራም ቻናላችን ላይ ኮሜንት ማድረጋችሁን አትርሱ። የሂሳብ መምህራችሁ እሸቱ ነበርኩ። በድጋሚ ሰላም ሁኑ።